Good evening. This is a message for Mr. Anthony Joshua, the former heavyweight champion of the world. Today is Tuesday, the 12th of May, 2026, Mr. Joshua, and the time now is 8 minutes past 6 p.m. in the evening. Mr. Joshua, I'm at the Badger, look, the Badger pub. And as you know, this is where you sometimes drink. Well, I was told you like to have a drink here every now and then when you when you used to live in the area. Well, I'm here now. And Mr. Joshua, I'm looking at the environment, and it looks very, very pleasing. Very pleasing. Now, let me walk over here. Mr. Joshua, Mr. Joshua, Mr. Joshua, Mr. Joshua, Mr. Joshua. Basically, we can produce a contract to have a boxing match outside of the United Kingdom for 12 million pound sterling, or 12 million euros, or $12 million. I believe Mr. Turkey Al Sheikh, Mr. Dana White, Mr. Oscar De La Hoya, pay-per-view, let me come over here, let me come over this side. Any of these things, Mr. Joshua, but not these things, any of these people could let me come over here. Hold on. Let me backtrack. Could make this hold on, Mr. Joshua. Hold on. Let me come over here. Come over this way. I'm at the Badger. Anyway, as I was saying, Mr. Joshua, come over here, out the way. Come out the way. And as I was saying, Mr. Joshua, I say $12 million, mate. Yeah? $12 million, mate, yeah? You understand? And basically, yeah, you see the thing I don't like is, yeah, I don't like cowardice. I don't like cowards. But cowards love me. I'm not saying you're a coward. What I'm saying to you, Mr. Joshua, I have a fiance. Yeah? I call her Ellen. Now we can produce a contract. Yeah? Now you're probably thinking, well, why would I want to have a boxing match with Dan Leary? What is in it for me? What's it really going to do for me on a grand scale? What it's going to do for you on a grand scale is get me out of the way. Because once you defeat me, once you stop me in the ring, whatever the round, I'm out of the way because I ain't going nowhere. I'm here. I'm at the Badger pub. And this is my manor. So I ain't going nowhere. So what's in it for you is, you see, it goes back to like primary, it goes back to like when we were young. You know, when we were boys and we were boisterous. And we said, oh, you know, I'm tough and I'm Spider-Man and I'm this. You as that top dog, that top cat, you've got to face all comers. Well, you haven't. You don't have to, but like that's the sport, isn't it? That's like what we men do. That's like if you're not doing that, then we'll be thinking, well, look, come on, like, sort it out. You heard that? Sort it out, mate. Because if this guy's saying he's a boxer and you're a boxer, and he's looking at you, you're looking at him. What are you waiting for? You get in the ring, isn't it? Because he might not be on your high level in terms of your accomplishment, but as let me come over here. Let me come over this side. Let me come over here. Let me come over this side. Come out the way. I'm trying to record. Let me come over here. Let me come over here. Let me come by the back wall there. Let me go by the back wall, Mr. Joshua. I'm trying to record. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But let me come over here by the wall. I'm trying to record, yeah? I'm making a serious point, but let me come over here, yeah? So what I'm saying, Mr. Joshua, like Englishmen, like I'm an English professional boxer from the Kingdom of England, and we're all the same. We're all the same. We want to see a good. All we want to see is let me. All we want to see is a good. All we want to see is a good boxing match. In terms of where that person originated from, or what football team they support, or what languages they speak. It's irrelevant, because basically the life it's a lovely life. It's a wonderful life. It is. It's a wonderful life. We want to have our pint and say that boxing match between Dan Leary and that Joshua. Wow. You see in the third round where Joshua threw that right hook and it connected, and Dan Leary went down like that. That's all it is, isn't it? That's what it really is. And we love that. We love that, especially in England. We love that. Yeah, having a pint and or a soft drink. We love that. Can't get better than that. You say and then Dan Leary, he done the bit. He done the noble art of self-defense. Loving that. So I'm just letting you know, when you're ready, mate, yeah? When you're ready, yeah? Just get it together. Look, you're not a coward, are you? You're not a coward. And I'm not a coward. No, I'm not. I'm not a coward. No, I'm not. Do I look like a coward? No, I don't. So let's get this together. And let's sort it out.